Yeah. You want to get locker room access? Go right ahead. Dalen, you ready? All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us for tonight's post-match press conference, joined by Austin FC head coach Josh Wolff. Before we begin, a quick note. Tonight's attendance of 20,738 marked Austin FC's 60th consecutive MLS home sellout, extending the league's longest active streak. Before we go into media questions, Josh, we'll start with your thoughts on the match.
Difficult match. It always is against Houston. I can't say enough about the fans. Again, I think we had momentum early. We could have probably taken the lead and should have. We certainly fatigued and wobbled there at the end, but the fans, especially the supporters in the end, when we got that corner kick, even before that, well before it, just, again, bringing energy and lifting these guys. And you could feel a surge. You could certainly feel the emotion. That's what derbies are about, and it's maximizing these little opportunities. And obviously the delivery's good. The execution is really good in front of goal on delivery and arrival. And we take a goal and grab all 3 points. It's huge to beat your in-state rival, second time this year. Puts us in a good position for Copa Tejas. But a really gritty performance. At moments I think we were quite good, and as I said, we fatigued and we labored there, certainly around the 70th minute. But we were able to collect ourselves, and when an opportunity came, we were able to take it. And as I've said many times, it's challenging. You got to make the impactful plays at both ends of the field. Brad, when needed, made a save, or again 2 big saves. To keep us in the game or keep it zeros. And when the opportunity fell, Sebastian is the guy you want it to fall to. And really happy that he was able to get on the end of it and give us the win.
Thank you, Josh. We'll go now to media questions. Phil, go ahead and start us off.
All right, congrats on the win.
Thanks.
So at face value, kind of 1-0, Houston dominating possession, more shots on goal. Kind of a deja vu from the game last month. But how did you kind of see the two compare?
Again, I think we played much better here at home. We dominated the early parts of this game with shot creation, hitting the post, arrival in front of goal. We gave one away, and Brad made a big save. Outside of that, the first half, I don't recall them having a whole lot. As the game went on, they're one of the best possession teams in the league, as LA Galaxy are. So you have to be comfortable with them having it. You have to be able to take away some of the things. They started getting inside, which is what they ask of us. But the game is about making the impactful plays in the boxes, and again, expected goals and all those things that you guys usually like. I think we still outperformed them, and it's a challenging night. But the important part is we found a way to grind. We found a way to win, and it's a tiring exercise. Saturday, Wednesday, and now Saturday. We got to see where guys are at. But I think there's a lot of things to be positive about. But as always, we got to keep improving.
Yeah, and then you have the commissioner in the house tonight, and obviously the AllStar announcement. So any just kind of additional pressure, additional motivation, additional energy coming from that?
Well, I think there's always energy when the commissioner is around. Obviously the announcement should give great energy and impact to our community, our fans. There's a lot to be proud of. Anthony Precourt is an amazing owner. It's a testament to the work he has done for many, many years. His commitment to this project and to the people of this community, and now to deliver an all-star game is incredible. And this community will enjoy that to its fullest. It's an amazing experience, and not just Anthony, but all of our owners, all of the people that work in the front office. I mean, this is 3+ years of work, and to have that opportunity to bring the very best to this city for an exhibition game will again serve as a barometer as where the sport is in this city. You'll see the league's best and Mexico's best, so it's a great opportunity, and really excited for the organization.
Colby?
Just how big is it mentally coming off a match where you thought you should have won, getting the win here, and then you got to be back here in 70 hours. Just how big is that mentally, not going into Saturday with only 1 point out of the previous 2 matches.
Yeah, I think, it's emotional. We as coaches try not to get caught up in the emotions. The performance in Dallas was quite solid, and the performance the first time against Dallas was quite solid. We made some mistakes and we got punished. There was still opportunity for us to grab a point and win that game. We weren't able to do it. So coming here, I think, again, early on, we have good momentum. We hit the bar. We're in good situations, and it's a challenging game. Houston's good with the ball. They're a good team, as are we. And, you got to find ways to make the plays that matter most on the night. And statistics are statistics. But, we know in the end it's about getting wins. And this is our 4th straight at home. So a lot of credit to the players and again, to the fans. I think it's our 5th shutout of the year. So there's a lot to be proud of. By no means are we a finished product. I think we got to continue to improve. We got to continue to work on all facets of the game: offense, defense, transition. The set pieces, again, were extremely good tonight. Defending set pieces in particular, putting a big emphasis on defending in preseason and defending set pieces. Our guys have nailed it, and we got to continue to do that. That keeps us in these games. And from the attacking side, we make a play on our own set piece as we've done over the last couple of years, and it wins us the game. So, areas to improve on. Some of the things that we've worked on. It's good to see it come to light, and we'll try to rest up, see what's available for Saturday against Kansas City, a well-rested team, not having a game on the weekend. But we'll come ready to go, and I know our fans will be there for us as well.
I guess, what else defensively besides on the set pieces? What else defensively did you like?
Again, they're a team that wants to get inside. They will relentlessly go inside, and LA Galaxy and Houston when we played them previously. So we had many opportunities in the first half again to transition. We nicked a number of balls, and if you can make those count as we did against LA, again, it'll stress the opposition. We weren't able to take advantage of some of those opportunities, but we brought in some guys. Obviously, there was fatigue, and we utilized some other guys to try to get minutes to maintain freshness so that we could maybe use some of those same guys for Saturday. But the defending is grinding. And there's principles that we have. There's obviously in a mid-block when we go to high press how we can deal with it, but when we got to get low and now put all of our guys below the ball, but still have a level of structure and organization, the guys commit to it, and it's extremely, from a staff standpoint, we're extremely proud of their efforts and obviously their execution.
Eric?
Yeah, Josh, obviously the chance off the set piece falls to Sebba and he buries it. But I do feel like the past couple of weeks he hasn't quite been as involved and as impactful in open play. Is that what you've seen? And if so, how do you kind of get him more unlocked and involved in the creative side?
Yeah, I think Sebba's a special player. He's quite unique. He's important to our game as much as we can get him touches on the ball. I think it helps, bring our team into the space. He's vital to our group. Whether or not he's having the impact, he gives the players confidence. He gives the players security. So he's a marked man. He's one of the best in the league. Every game he goes, people are trailing him and tagging him. So he's got to be able to deal with that, but also when the opportunities come to make the plays, make the plays. And he got a penalty for us last week. We probably could have got more out of the game. That's just the reality. We didn't. We made a mistake or two and got punished. That's fine. We learn from it, move on. But again, when needed tonight, as many times when we've needed it, he's the guy that steps up. He's our captain. He's one of the best players in the league, and I only have positive things to say about Sebba.
And then, meanwhile, Alex did have, I think, 3 solid scoring chances, especially in that first half, and he's not able to bury them. Do you kind of weigh the good with the bad with that? Take the positives that those chances were there versus, being too frustrated that he's not able to put them in the back of the net?
I think with any game, you have some ideas of how you're going to go in and create chances and hurt the opposition. I think the first half, again, we had momentum. We got behind their line early. Alex was a beneficiary of some of that. So was Emmy to some degree. We were a little. It was sloppy. But I think both coaches would say it was sloppy at times. But there were things there, and we got to the situations that we liked. And not just Alex, but all the guys. It's still about having the calm, the discipline. Now, in the moment, making the right decision and having the calm and the quality to execute. And there was clear fatigue, and that affects the ability to execute. But the guys grinded. They worked extremely hard, and we utilized guys. We made subs, and I thought they came in and contributed again. So that's a big positive, and we'll see what we have. We got to recover. It's getting warm. Obviously we'll scale back tomorrow and Friday, but Kansas City's a real good team. They're a challenging team, and we've had shootouts with them before, and we got to be mindful of what we want the game to look like, and try to play in a space that gives us the best chance to win 3 points at home again.
Eric?
Yeah, congrats on the win, Coach.
Thanks.
Yeah, so how important was Kolmanich's crossing ability to what you guys were trying to do tonight?
Yeah, I think Biro going out, opens a door for Kolmanich. I think he is technically he's a very good player. Biro will have to see how long it takes. He had a hamstring injury literally seconds before the goal against Dallas. So we tried to give him a little run yesterday to see where he's at, but he just wasn't able to go. So we'll see if he's able to go on Saturday. But Z's an experienced player. He's coming off a big injury. So we have to be mindful of that. We have to have some level of expectation with what he's able to do in the game. Physically, his dueling and competing is areas that he continually needs to improve on. What his exceptional quality is what you mentioned. His service, his ability to cross, his passing, his internal passing is quite good. So that was something we wanted to take advantage of. We could have played Hector, I think, on the left side. We ended up bringing him in. We knew we'd have to make that sub at some point, but I thought Z started the game well. It's challenging defending wingers. I know Dorsey's a big kid. He got up the line, but he put his body on the line to defend a few times, but with the ball. I think there were moments where he did quite well. There's moments where he can do better. But I would say that's for everybody. It was a little sloppy throughout, but this is what the league is. We got 3 in a week this week. We'll get a little break. We'll get 3 in a week again next week. The heat picks up, so no time to rest. We've got some limited guys, limited numbers as well. So we'll continue to put them out there and give ourselves the best chance.
Great, thanks. And then late in the match, tie game, are you just kind of expecting Driussi to do something special in a situation like that?
I wouldn't say expecting, but we were wobbling there at the end. Certainly there was fatigue, and you got to dig in and grind, and you got to try to create a transition opportunity. We weren't able to maintain the ball very well at that point. So when the opportunities do come, you hope your stars come forward. And Sebba has been that star for us since he's got here, and he's an incredible player. And he left everything he could out there on the field, and it's a performance for him that I think in the end he'll be pleased with the goal, but also know that he and we could have been better in certain areas. But this is what it looks like sometimes with 3 in a week and such Wednesday night games. But he'll be available and ready to go, I'm sure, on Saturday.
Phil?
Yeah. Thoughts on Galley tonight? Looks like you've maybe had him do some different things this year compared to last year.
Who was that? I'm sorry.
Gallagher.
Gallagher.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it you're saying? He's
Just
done different
just
things,
that
such as?
he's been asked to kind of play more of like a pure defensive role rather than getting up as forward. Seems like he's maybe struggled a little bit this year, but seems like he had a really good performance tonight. Any thoughts or contradictions on that?
I think that's you guys can write what you want to write, but he's a defender. I think first and foremost you want to prevent the opposition from scoring. We've done a good amount of work in the off season, and he's a guy that's a winger that's transitioned into a defender. I think his individual defending's gotten better. He's done a better job of attaching to the line. Where he may lose maybe, goals or assists, the team is winning. We're winning with shutouts. We're winning because we're organized, and I think he's a big part of that, as is the rest of our back line. So John is he's a grinder. He's a worker. So I have a lot of credit for John and his ability to transition and now be a little bit better on the defensive side.
And then just one last one for me. Leo got in tonight, got some minutes. So what's prognosis for him Saturday and going forward? Like, how good is he to go? And
well, he's clearly good. He played, so it was nice to get him out. Julio was on a yellow card, and and we do want to get Leo in and get him some minutes, while also preserving Julio for the Saturday game. So we'll see between Brendan, Julio, Leo, and Matty. We at least have 4 center backs that we can make a decision on. So that should be the least of our concerns. We have some problems in some other areas, but we'll rest and recover and see where guys are at this week.
Thanks, Phil. Anything else for Josh? All right. Thanks, everybody.